Hey guys, I'm Maddie, and today I'm going to take you guys through what I normally do for my makeup, like on a daily basis. So first, I'm gonna start with just an oil-free cleansing wipe to like wipe my face and to clean it, even though I just washed my face. Because my skin can be very oily and I don't want it to get too oily while I have my makeup on, so I'm just gonna wipe gently, don't scrub, but I just wipe my skin and make sure I get the oiliest parts. Like, it's okay to wipe it on your eyes because it also removes makeup. And that's what I really like about these Neutrogena oil-free cleansing wipes. And they smell like pink grapefruit, so now my face is gonna smell like pink grapefruit, which is awesome. So now that I've wiped my face and cleaned it, I'm gonna let it dry off a little bit because you don't wanna put the oily makeup that we're about to use on top of an astringent. So after your face dries a little bit, we're ready to put on our face. So I am super cheap and I don't like to buy a lot of makeup and I don't like to use a lot of makeup because I think it's bad for your face and I'm broke. So I use the Maybelline New York Fit Me foundation. And this is the only thing that I use on my face. I used to use a powder concealer on top of it, but it was just too much and I kept breaking it. So if you have sensitive skin like me, then this routine is definitely for you. And because it fits so well, I just use it as a concealer essentially. So because of the way that this bottle is shaped, you can just dip your finger right into the cap because some of the makeup tends to collect there, and you just get a perfect little dab. And you just dab it on your blemishes. Like a little blemish right there, a little bit right there, or like discoloration. This works really well for because it pretty much just fits to your exact skin tone. So I put it on my nose, on my T-zone, sometimes when I'm breaking out there, and definitely on my chin because my chin gets the worst of it. So yeah, just blend it as you will. Make sure that you don't have any lines because it won't just automatically fit to different looking skin. And yeah, I just like wipe the makeup left over out of the cap because the bottle is glass and if you pour it, it comes out way too fast. So just shake up the bottle before you start using it and you'll have enough right there in your cap to do that. Yeah, definitely this covers up the redness and splotchiness that comes along with my specific acne. So I don't know about you guys, and I also like to put some like on my eyes because I have pretty bad dark circles at times. So just like to hide the discoloration. And the shade that I use is Classic Ivory number 120 because I'm like pretty pale, but I also have like a yellow pallor to my skin, and the yellow is kind of nicely balanced by the Classic Ivory. So once we've done that and made your skin look relatively normal, it's time to move on to the eyes. And what I usually do, the order that I usually do my stuff in is shadow, liner, and then mascara. Just because I think it works better that way. I've switched it up over the years, and that's just what I've decided to go with. So the shadow that I'm using is New York Color Individual Eyes, number 941 Smoky Browns. It's actually, this palette is for brown eyes, but as you may be able to tell, I have blue eyes. But I really liked the dark colors in this palette, and I'm pretty sure I bought it in the wintertime, so we're fine on that. And I'm just going to be, I usually just use one shade at a time because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm definitely not a makeup artist. But I don't go for like total black. Like black is definitely an accentuating color, so I start with this nice purple right here. And this brush is a piece of garbage that I got at a dollar store or something. Don't pay attention to this. But I'm going to start with the purple. And I'm just going to lightly shadow my eyelid. Make it look nice and dark, like I actually want it to be. Not how it naturally looks, which is horrible. But yeah, just a nice diligent amount to cover your eyelid. And make sure you get it along your lash line. And I literally only put, maybe you guys can see it, I literally only put enough to like cover my lid. Like that's it. So, because I'm going to put like another shade on. So, go ahead and do that with the other eye. And like I said, just enough to cover the lid. Like, don't try and go up into your crease or too far into your corner. And if you do, it's no big deal. I usually just wipe it off with my finger because it'll just come right off. And the good thing about using the foundation that we used is that it holds these shadows really well, so it won't just like be falling off while you're out and about or what have you. So once you get them looking pretty even, which hasn't happened yet on my side of things, so I'm gonna fix that. Alrighty. I usually move on to the black, and I just get some of that on there, tap off the excess, of course, and get in the corners of the outer corners of my lid, because that's where you really want like the darkness to happen, in my opinion. And like it's going to be very subtle mixed with this purple if you do use this palette, but just apply it a couple of times until it's obvious enough yet subtle enough. I think you guys have full control over that. So yeah, I just put it on my upper lashes or my upper lids. I've experimented in the past with doing lower lid eyeshadow, and it's never turned out well for me because I'm a big lower lid eyeliner person. So, but if you guys want to put some of that purple in a nice thin line along your lower lid, it might, be a nice look. So now it's got some dimension. I think you guys can tell, like it's darker, and then you see still the purple over here, and same on this side. So after we've done the black, I move on to this gray at the bottom. I skip over the brown unless I'm really going for a brown look, and right now I'm just going for kind of a nighttime look. So we go into this gray, or if you like this palette, it's got this nice cream eyeshadow that's like a pearly white, and I really like to use it in the corner of my eyes, like just a few dabs with my pinky, like right in the inner corners. And then with the black liner that we're going to use, it's going to look really dramatic and really cool. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and shadow with this nice silver color right on the inner lid to make a nice transition for that white that we're going to use. And then on this side, right on the inner lid. And it does not have to be perfect, okay? Makeup is an art, and there is no perfection in art. So once you've got your corners looking lightened up and then the outers looking darkened up, you can see that there's quite a bit of dimension now, quite a bit of transition and whatnot. I'm going to add this white right on the inner corner, right there. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but I think it looks pretty good. I'll give you guys a close-up at the end. And another on the other eye. And if you go kind of crazy with it, it's no big deal. The more dramatic, the better, in my opinion. So yeah, just a couple more dabs of that to really give it some pizzazz. And so then we're going to move on to the liner. And the liner that I use is Hard Candy's Stay in Line Mechanical Gel Eyeliner. It's lasted me a hot minute, and I think it's great. So I start out with my lower lash line, and I don't connect it all the way. I like there to be a little space. And then for the upper lash, I just stretch my eyelid out like this. And I just make a nice line right on your upper lid. And this is my good eye, so I can't see if I did a good job. But you can tell that it's there. So, and then on this one, you do the same. Like I said, I don't connect it. It makes it look more jarring. I like to be daring. And then this eye. Yeah. So, that's that. And you can even it out once you get to that point. So now that we've lined our eyes, it's time for mascara. And I love this mascara. I want to tell you guys about this. It's Rimmel London's Scandal Eyes Retro Glam Mascara. And I got it in number 1, black, of course. And I just love it. Like, it's so... The brush is ginormous. And whenever I put it on, instant difference. Like, holy crap, are you guys seeing this right now? Like, OMG. Like, you can really tell. I love it so much. So, we do that on one eye, and you can really tell the difference. Like, this eye versus that eye. Holy crap, guys. So, we do that. And you can already tell the difference. And then we get it on the bottom lashes. And then I just kind of do a little recon, make sure I didn't make any huge mistakes, and then I'm not going out looking like a creep. And the eyes are done. I hope you guys can see them. And lastly, for my lips, I simply use an EOS egg to keep them moist, but I don't like to be too dramatic with my lips since I've got these dramatic eyes, these smoldering eyes. So that's my everyday makeup routine, pretty much. And here's a close-up of my skin and my eyes. You can tell how I lined and how I shadowed. And my lips look full and healthy. So yeah, thanks for watching.